Hello, dear students. Hope you are doing well. I am Minnu James, Assistant Professor from the Department of English. Today, I am here with the second chapter of the Fine Tune Your English. This chapter is about phrases. Here, in this lecture, we see what is a phrase and which are the basic types of phrases. Before coming to the phrases in detail, let's have a look into what's a sentence. I think you have already seen this in one of the lectures delivered by Alfonso Miss based on our first chapter. See, what's a sentence? When we speak or write, we use words. നമ്മൾ സംസാരിക്കുകയും എഴുതുകയൊക്കെ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ വാക്കുകൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നു. ഓരോ വാക്കിനും അർത്ഥമുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ ഈ വാക്കുകൾ ചേരേണ്ട രീതിയിൽ ചേർന്നാൽ മാത്രമാണ് അവിടെ ഒരു കംപ്ലീറ്റ് സെൻസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് തോട്ട് ഉണ്ടാവുകയുള്ളൂ. ഇങ്ങനെ നമുക്കൊരു പൂർണ്ണമായ അർത്ഥം നൽകുന്ന ഒരു സെറ്റ് ഓഫ് വേർഡ്സ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് വേർഡ്സിന് നമുക്ക് സെൻറ്റൻസ് എന്ന് പറയാം. That is, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. And there are two parts for a sentence. The first part is called subject and the second part is called predicate. Subject and predicate are the two parts of a sentence. See, what is a subject? Subject is that part of sentence about whom or which the sentence speaks. ഒരു സെൻറ്റൻസ് ആരെപ്പറ്റി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്തിനെ പറ്റിയാണോ പറയുന്നത് അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ സബ്ജക്റ്റ്. ആൻഡ് ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് വൺ ഈസ് പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റ്. വാട്ട്സ് എ പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റ്? പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റ് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ദ സെൻറ്റൻസ് ദാറ്റ് ടെൽസ് us about the subject. എ പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റ് ഓൾവേസ് ഹാസ് എ വേർബ് ഇൻ ഇറ്റ്. ഇപ്പോൾ സബ്ജക്റ്റിനെ പറ്റി ആ സെൻറ്റൻസിൽ എന്താണോ പറയുന്നത് അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റ്. സീ ദ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ്. The sky is full of stars. In the first sentence, in the first example, the sky is the subject. Is full of stars is the predicate. In the second sentence, Priyanka plays badminton. Priyanka is the subject and plays badminton is the predicate. Another thing that is the most important thing is this, that is a predicate always has a verb in it. See these examples, the predicates. The first predicate, the predicate in the first sentence is full of stars. There's a verb. What's the verb there? It is is. And Priyanka plays badminton. In that sentence, predicate is plays badminton and a verb is there in the predicate, that is plays. Here in this slide, we see how can we distinguish, how can we differentiate between a phrase and a clause. What's a phrase and what's a clause? What's the basic difference between a phrase and a clause? See the examples. Priyanka has a chain of gold. The second example is Priyanka has a chain which is made of gold. In the first one, of gold is a phrase. Priyanka has a chain of gold. Of gold is a phrase. In the second sentence, Priyanka has a chain which is made of gold. Which is made of gold is the clause. What makes this clause different from that of phrase? That is, a clause has a subject and predicate. But a phrase is only a group of words. It makes some sense but not complete sense. Here, the phrase of gold is a combination of and gold. But we cannot find, or there is no subject or predicate in that phrase of gold. But in the second sentence, there is a subject, there is a predicate, and that is a clause. This aspect makes a clause different from the phrase. So I will read the definitions. I'll read it for you. Phrase, a group of words which make sense but not complete sense. Clause, a group of words which forms part of a sentence and contains a subject and predicate. In this slide, we see what's a phrase or the basic peculiarities of a phrase. See, a phrase is a group of words. It is meaningful. It has no finite verb. What's a finite verb? Is, am, are, was, were ഒക്കെയാണ് finite verbs. So a phrase doesn't contain or phrase there are no finite verbs in a phrase. Though there may be verbal elements like the participles. So we can say participles in phrase or participle constructions in phrase, but there is no finite verb in a phrase. And this phrase is not sentence-like. It doesn't have a subject and predicate of its own. If it has a subject and predicate of its own, then it is a clause. Another thing, a phrase is more compact than clauses. കുറച്ചുകൂടെ പ്രിസൈസ് ആയിരിക്കും. ക്ലോസസിനേക്കാളും കുറച്ചുകൂടെ പ്രിസൈസ് ആയിരിക്കും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കോമ്പാക്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും, കുറച്ചുകൂടെ പാക്ഡ് ആയിരിക്കും ഈ phrases. The most important thing is that this phrases functions like a noun. Sometimes it functions as a noun. Sometimes it functions as an adjective, and sometimes some other times it functions as an adverb. This aspect is explained in detail, that will be explained in the next lecture.